morning, church. I pray that everyone is doing well today. At this time, I will be bringing you your church news and announcements. And I'll try to keep things as short and to the point as I can, because I know some of you ladies want to go to that Lorenzo Straight Rod concert at the Coliseum later today. He's known as the Usher Raymond of Christian music. So you ladies, please be on your best behavior while you're there. Just like Usher likes to feed some of his female audience members cherries and strawberries, Lorenzo likes to feed his female fans communion crackers and wine. So, don't let him seduce you into acting ungodly.
That fine young man could feed me anything he wants to.
He needs to feed you some decency and some mouthwash so you can get the smell of the last 5 men you were with off your breath.
Ha ha! Vera, girl, you need to stop.
Hee, yes, she does, Mother Crisco.
Pastor Crisco wants to have a church board meeting on Wednesday night. So, if you're a church board member, please plan to be in attendance on that night. We will be discussing important church business, and refreshments will be served by Briscoe Catering. I'm sure you won't want to miss that.
Wait a minute. Why are y'all spending the church's money on catering services just for a church board meeting? Y'all are getting too high and mighty.
Oh, be quiet, Sister Alice. There ain't nothing wrong with having some fresh food delivered every now and then.
Y'all don't have to pay for catering services when you could just get some of us church members to cook a few dishes for you and drop them off after Bible study on Wednesday night.
No thank you, honey. I don't think my stomach is set up to digest stripper food.
Say what, you old sea monster?
You two cut it out. We'll be using Briscoe Catering, and that's the end of story.
Ain't the guy who runs that catering business also an ex-exotic dancer who likes sugar mamas? Ooh, I can't wait to get my hands on him.
No, Sister Pearlie Mae. You won't be laying hands on him or laying anything else on him either. He doesn't strip or do that gigolo stuff anymore. He turned his life around, although he does still grease a few scalps every now and then. Don't ask me how I know that. Moving on to the next order of business. Our assistant pastor, who we don't hear from much and who is hardly ever in attendance, will be preaching next week's sermon because Pastor Crisco and the First Lady will be out of town on an Alaskan cruise.
They're probably going to be using more of the church's money to go on that cruise.
And how is that any of your concern?
I pay my tithes every month, so I want to make sure my money is going to a good cause.
Well, I'm sure Mother Crisco will be getting her back blown out by the pastor on that cruise, so that's a good enough cause, I guess. Haha.
Shut up, blubber girl, and go find yourself another broken-down man to be with.
If I wanted one of those, I'd get with your husband.
What did you just say, ham hock?
You heard me. Sitting over there looking like Medea's older sister Medusa.
Ha ha! You two need to chill.
Ha ha! It is funny, though.
I don't know what you two are laughing at. You're only encouraging more bad behavior from that old double-chin donut-dunking diva over there.
Ha ha ha! Lord have mercy, Vera.
Ha ha ha! You cut that out, Vera!
That's all right, Mother Crisco. She don't bother me. I'd rather dunk donuts than to have to dunk my dentures in a glass of water every night to clean those shits.
Oh, no, you didn't, Miss Melvina. Ha ha ha.
Are y'all through? I'd like to finish the news and announcements.
Go ahead. Ain't nobody stopping you.
Now I will make the prayer list and death announcements. Please pray for Brother Eastman. His large intestine exploded last week, and he has been hospitalized ever since. Doctors are not sure what caused that to happen to him. They've been running a number of tests on him, but so far, they've only found parts of a broken-up baby doll inside of his exploded colon. Hope he gets well soon. And his wife, Sister Eastman, also needs prayer because her antique baby doll, which was estimated to be worth $815,000, came up missing recently. Let's hope she gets it back soon. She had a nervous breakdown when she couldn't find it and ended up in the hospital on the same day her husband was admitted. And now for the death announcements. Sister Alvarez passed away a couple of nights ago after having a shootout with her dog, who had somehow gotten into her gun cabinet and accidentally pulled one of her semi-automatic weapons out. The weapon got stuck between one of his paws, and it started going off at rapid speed. The dog started running while the gun was going off, and Sister Alvarez couldn't get him to stop. So she grabbed another one of her guns so she could try to shoot the pit bull in his shoulder to get him to stop running long enough for her to take the gun from him. After she shot at her pet, a bullet grazed the top of his head. That's when the dog turned towards Sister Alvarez and began shooting back at her with the gun that was still lodged between his paw. Apparently, his shooting skills were on point because he ended up putting a bullet right between her eyes, killing her instantly. The gangster pit bull was taken into custody the next day, and the death penalty will be sought by lawyers in this case. It took police officers almost an hour to remove the gun from the dog's paw. One officer was shot in the hand during the removal process. When they finally got the pit bull caged up, they said that it strangely looked as if he was doing the popular gangster dance known as the Crip Walk for a few seconds. Sister Alvarez will be buried on Friday at Westside Cemetery. Well, those are your church announcements for this week. You ladies can go on to that Lorenzo Straight Rod concert now. Have fun and stay godly. See you next week.
Ha ha ha. She said Sister Alvarez was going to be buried at Westside Cemetery. Lord have mercy. That's right over there on Compton Avenue. What a coincidence. Ha ha ha. And that dog was a straight-up thug.
You got that right. Hee hee. Well, I'm going to be riding with Sister Tina to that Lorenzo Straight Rod concert, so we need to get on home so I can freshen up and get dressed for it.
You didn't tell me you were going to that concert, Vera.
Well, now you know.
I forbid you to go to that concert and be a hoe for that Lorenzo fool.
Okay. Well, let's make a deal. I won't go to the concert if you don't go to the strip club next weekend. Do you agree to that?
You know what, Vera? You go on to that concert and have a good time.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say, with your stripper-addicted self. That's why I'm going to go get some communion crackers and sweet wine shoved down my throat by Mr. Straight Rod, after he serenades me with his anointed, sexy gospel songs. Ooh-wee!
Damn.